We're live.
We are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle, and I'm joined here by my brother Tim, and we have another baseball slate we're going to be breaking down for today. Got a full card, so hopefully there's some nice spots to make some money on this baseball slate. But first, a recap of what happened last night. And to be completely honest, I didn't watch a single minute of baseball. Actually, that's a lie. I watched like 5 minutes of the Giants game on the car ride back from the concert. But yeah, looking at last night, let me flip to that page. It was a very meh night for me. Another one of those where I had the team total over for Pittsburgh cash, as well as Houston first five and Houston first five minus a half, and then the Cincinnati and St. Louis under. I got losses from Washington team total under. They couldn't put up any runs against Jorge Lopez. Is Lopez pitching well now? I don't know. No. Detroit first five. They finally lost the first five. I had the Yankees first five. They were up 1-0 heading to the bottom of the fifth and give up 3 runs. Atlanta team total over. I thought that it potentially can get a few runs off that bullpen. The answer was no. Oakland and Seattle first five under. They finished. That was a 3-2 at the end of the fifth inning. So unfortunately, that one did not cash. And for the first time this was their 9th game this season on the first game of a road trip, the Rockies actually scored more than 4 runs or 4 more runs, which that hasn't happened this season. So props there. I got the loss on that one. It's been an angle that's made me some money though so far this season. So next time it happens, I'm going to bet it again because that's the type of trend I'm going to continue to follow now that it's hitting still at 88.8%. So it's a nice little angle there, betting team total unders with Colorado. First game away from Coors Field. But it didn't come through last night, but it is what it is. It's not going to cash every time. So overall, not a great night for me. I've now dipped a little bit. I'm below 4K for profits, but it is what it is.
I can't believe I get to say this. For the first time this MLB season, I am more profitable than Nick. Woo! Sorry, I had to do that. It's
Don't
been
get
a while.
used to it.
Yeah, I'm not.
A majority of your profit was the home run derby. Don't get used to it.
Oh, shut up. I'm still more profitable than you in baseball this year. I'm up 14 games and 40 units. So I'm 14 games above 500, 14 units, 40 units. Very nice. But yesterday wasn't the prettiest of days. Going and looking at my bets, look up from yesterday. Losses from Atlanta, which was our best bet. So unfortunately, that one didn't work out. I had the over 10 in Washington, didn't cash. I will say a couple of these losses were very frustrating. 2 of them in specific. I had the under in that Chicago game. I had the under in both Chicago games. Ooh. And both times they in either the 8th or 9th inning, there was a BS home run to push it over. That meant absolutely nothing. And if those BS home runs didn't happen, I would have had a profitable day. Obviously, hindsight's a bitch, but whatever. I also got a loss from Detroit, who lost their first game, snapped their 7-game winning streak. Probably be back on them today. But wins from the under in the Oakland game, the over in the Texas game. I got a win from the Mets. Another solid start from McGill. I like to see that. And I had a win from Tampa Bay as well. So overall, it was a 4-5 night, 4-4 according to video picks. And I was down about a little over a unit. So not horrible. I've had a very profitable week. I've had a very profitable stretch from that from the home run derby on. I've been just hitting like crazy. So it's been kind of nice. So I'm all right with one down day. Should have been, yeah, a couple of those should have hit. Do you guys just make straight bets? Yes, we just make straight bets. I'll be the first to hit the like button. Hell yeah. What up, my guy Earle, Twins. Let's get it. Let's cash today. Let's get it. You had Seattle, nice. Baltimore, nice. And the Dodgers parlay. You had it parlayed? Oh, that sucks. Yeah, those unders should have hit. Both of them should have hit. And but I'm not going to complain about it. It's sports betting. You're going to get some of those. And then on the flip side, you'll end up getting somewhere you had the over in that game and you get lucky because of a BS home run. So I'm all right with being on both sides from time to time as long as I'm on the right side more than I'm on the wrong side. So hopefully have a better day today. But overall, can't really complain. Let's do this.
Yeah, well, let's kick it on off here. We're starting it off here 2:20 p.m. We're looking at the Arizona Diamondbacks at the Chicago Cubs. It's a -164 for the Cubs right now, +151 for the Diamondbacks. Over under of 11 runs for this game. Merrill Kelly takes on Alec Mills in this matchup. And where are you looking to kick it off for this slate?
Originally, I didn't have this one bet. I think I'm going to switch that. Because earlier the line was at a 10 and it's moved up to an 11. And because of that, I'm going to go ahead and grab the under. The under should have hit yesterday. These two offenses have been struggling normally. And I think that we can, I think that because I'm getting this, because I'm getting this at 11, I really like that line. I'm going to go ahead and add it to my card. Do that, and it's posted good because I don't really like to give out plays that I don't have. Oh, I have to delete yesterday's plays. We weren't really prepared because we actually just got back to the house at 10:50, and then that's why we were a little bit late today because we were in Raleigh yesterday. We went to a Dave Matthews concert. Awesome, first time in like 3 years, so that was a fantastic. But we just got back, so wasn't 100% prepared. But for this one, yeah, I like the under. These two offenses have been normally struggling. I think that we can get a solid performance from these two pitchers, which are Mills and Merrill Kelly. Merrill Kelly's been, I guess, one of the more solid pitchers from the Arizona Diamondbacks, if we have that. But it's whatever. I like the under in this game. Let's go with that.
Yeah. Looking at this game for me here, looking at the pitchers, Merrill Kelly 6-7, a 4.46 ERA, 1.22 WHIP, 117 innings pitched, 99 strikeouts, and 27 walks. Alec Mills on the opposite side, 4-3, a 4.64 ERA, 1.43 WHIP, and 52 and a third innings pitched, 46 strikeouts, and 18 walks. And for me, I was actually looking a little bit more towards the over in this game, and then I saw it was 11, so I was like, I'm just going to stay off here. And as for a side, I'll lean towards the Diamondbacks at this price. I had this game priced around 140, 145 for the Cubs, so seeing it at +150 for the Diamondbacks, see a little bit of value on them. Also lean towards that team total over for Arizona. It's a 4.5 at -130. I think they can get some runs against Alec Mills, who hasn't been particularly great this year. And they usually seem to perform for Merrill Kelly. So maybe a look towards that team total over. But first game of the day, it's a crappy matchup with two bad teams. I'm not getting involved in this one.
No, I got you. The parlay. That was no more parlays. Smart. I will say I haven't done a parlay since 4th of July. And that day I did a round robin just to have some fun on 4th of July. And I went 6-0. So, but no more parlays since then. And I've tripled my money. So that's good.
I have a parlay today though in the UFC. So
that's different. Cubbies run line. Don't mind that. I just like the under. Glad you guys got to go out and have some fun. Hell yeah, dude. I need to stop the parlays. They kill me. Dude, straight bet everything. If you're doing a 4-leg parlay, that is the best way to go 3-1.
Yep, exactly.
So just be careful with parlays. 2-leggers, fine. Anything more than that, then you're being a degenerate. That's not handicapping.
All right, moving on to our next matchup here. We have the New York Yankees at the Boston Red Sox. You can get the Red Sox for a minus 173 now. It's a plus 159 the opposite way with the Yankees. Over under of 9 runs in this game. And we're getting Jameson Taillon versus Nathan Eovaldi. And looking at this matchup for me here, I don't know if I'm just a sucker for pain or whatever it is. I'm on the New York Yankees under first 5 money line again. And wow, I missed the line. I got a bad line on it. I got it plus 135 last night. It's since moved up to plus 160. I might have to rebet that one. But I see value on the Yankees here. This game priced around 120 in this game, and we're seeing minus 175 for the Red Sox. I think this line's a little bit too wide. Yes, I understand the Yankees have struggled the last few games, but it's the straight line value. It's on the Yankees. So I'm on the Yankees here, first 5. You can get it for a plus 160 now. Unfortunately, I got it for plus 135, but I still like that play. I think that the Yankees are able to be leading at the end of 5. Last night, they should have done it. They gave up 3 runs in the bottom of the 5th. But yeah, I'm on the Yankees first 5 at plus 160.
Yeah, I went with the under in this game. Oh, you clicked it. Okay. The big thing is that Judge remains out, and the Yankees are just missing a couple key bats that they would normally need in order to have a solid offense. That and Taillon has not been bad this year. He's been. I mean, he hasn't been great, but he hasn't been horrible. On the other side, you get Nathan Eovaldi, who was an all-star. He's been pitching really well this year, going up against a Yankee offense that is struggling. I think that the under will be the best spot in this matchup. If anything, I wouldn't be interested in a side. If anything, it would be the Boston run line, but I can't back a side for this one. The Yankee line Boston line way too wide. Yankees, I'm not laying a minus 160 like Nick is. I don't have the balls for that.
Plus 160.
Plus 160. So I'm going to go with the under in this game.
All right, fair enough. Why?
Why not? Ever think about it that way?
Whoa.
No, didn't think so. No,
all right, we'll move. Yeah, we'll move on to our next game. Then we are looking at the Atlanta Braves at the Philadelphia Phillies. You can get the Phillies for around a minus 125. It's around plus 115, the opposite way of the Braves. Over under of 10 runs in this game. Drew Smyly, Vince Velasquez, the pitching matchup here. Where are you looking at for this game?
Real quick. I know they do. That's why I went with the under.
And I just see line value. That's all I'm betting. I don't bet teams. I bet numbers. And there's the better number on that game was the Yankees first 5.
Yeah. I grabbed Atlanta today. I know they didn't perform yesterday. This is mostly just a fade of Vince Velasquez. 3 and 4, 5 ERA on the dot for Vince Velasquez. He has just not been good this year. Plus, you're getting that Philly bullpen. So I love targeting teams against the Phillies. Drew Smyly has been a little bit better, 7-3 with a 4.5 ERA. The big thing is he's getting run support. I think that we can get some runs out of the Braves today because if there's one thing that benefits a struggling team is a bad pitcher to go up against. And Vince Velasquez, I would call him a bad pitcher. So I went with Atlanta. You're getting that at a nice plus money. I think it's just a solid spot.
Yeah, looking at the pitchers here, Drew Smyly 7-3, a 4.50 ERA, a 1.33 WHIP, and 84 innings pitched, 74 strikeouts, and 30 walks. We've seen a much improved Drew Smyly this year. On the other side, Vince Velasquez is 3-4, a 5 ERA, a 1.38 WHIP. He has 81 strikeouts and 42 walks and 77 innings pitched. And yeah, I would be leaning towards the Braves in this matchup. I personally do not have a play on this one. I'll be leaning towards the Braves team total over 4.5. You can get that for around a minus 125, minus 127. So that's where I would be looking at this day or at this game. My bad. But I'm not getting involved in this one. I think there's better spots on the card. and this is just not a game I'm getting to.
Oh, real quick, in terms of pitcher profit rankings for this one, Drew Smiley is 8. Oh, no, not 89th because I did it in team order, not that. The Braves are 8-8 when he pitches. You're down a whole $7. And when Vince Velasquez pitches, the Phillies are 8-7, and you're up 131.
Okay.
Figure I'd bring that one up.
Fair enough. Yeah. All right. Then, but I have no action on this one.
I got Atlanta.
So, moving on, we have the Washington Nationals and the Baltimore Orioles. Max Scherzer goes up against Matt Harvey. Minus 209 for the Nationals, plus 191 for the Orioles. Over-under of 9.5 runs for this game. And looking at the pitchers for this one here, we have Max Scherzer. He's 7-4, a 2.38 ERA, 0.89 WHIP, 105 innings pitched, 142 strikeouts, and 25 walks. On the opposite side, Matt Harvey, 4-10 of 7.13 ERA, 1.68 WHIP, 82 innings pitched, 63 strikeouts, and 27 walks. Alrighty. Looking at this game, this feels weird, this game, because for the first time since April 3rd this season, I'm going to say I'm backing Matt Harvey. This line, I know. Hear me out here. This line is way off. There's no reason that the Nationals should be a minus 200 right now. This is a team that has been struggling. They've lost 7 of their last 10 games, and they're not hitting well. Yes, I understand Matt Harvey's not great. I'm taking the Baltimore Orioles here. First 5 plus 200. I'm taking an absolute flyer on this team today. Matt Harvey has been slightly better as of late. He went out in his last start, went 6 innings pitched, no earned runs on only 3 hits. So he looked great in his last start, and we're getting him today at plus 200. I had this game lined around Nationals minus 155, so a ton of value here on the Orioles here. And not to mention, the Orioles have been playing pretty decent baseball their last 5 games. They've won 4 of their last 5. So who says they can't strike a couple runs against Scherzer and have Harvey throw a couple good innings? I'm on the Orioles here on a plus 200 first 5 money line.
Sounds good. All right, chat. Let's play a game called Which Pitcher is More Profitable? All-Star starter Max Scherzer or the former Dark Knight Matt Harvey?
Harvey's more profitable because he's not an minus 200 favorite every time he pitches.
If you guessed Matt Harvey, you are correct. 8-11 when he starts, up $206. Looking at Max Scherzer, the Washington Nationals are 10-8 when he pitches, and you are down $47. Matt Harvey is more profitable than the starting pitcher for the National League All-Star Game. Let's go.
Thank you for playing.
Thank you for playing. But for this one, I have one spot. I liked it last night, didn't hit. I'm going over. I know it's Matt Harvey, and we always say, oh, Matt Harvey, bet against it, go over. No. This is, I guess, more of a fate of Max Scherzer. Baltimore has been hitting. They've been hitting a lot better. They have not been winning. They've been hitting, though. And I feel like 9.5 is just too low because once Matt Harvey leaves after the 5th inning, you get the Baltimore bullpen. And I think Washington can tack a couple runs onto that. I think this one goes over. I still think that Matt Harvey lets up 2 to 3 runs. Max Scherzer gets tagged up for 2 to 3 runs. We get a run or 2 each from the bullpens, and over it goes. It goes over. I liked it last night. Didn't work out. I like it tonight again. This one's going over.
And there's worse bets you can make than the team total over 3.5 for the Baltimore Orioles. I'm just saying.
Correct. Dodgers and Giants run line today. Easy betting the house on Matt Harvey. careful.
Careful on betting the house. This is just a normal 1 unit play for me.
Yeah, all of our plays are mostly 1 unit.
Unless I go out and specifically say this is a 5% play or whatever, they're usually just 3% plays for me.
Yeah, I normally don't bet. I normally have my stationary amount, and I bet that every time. I don't really bet more than that. That's just me.
Yeah,
you get to move on.
All right, moving on here. We have the St. Louis Cardinals at the Cincinnati Reds. We are getting the Reds at a -175. It's a +160 the opposite way with the Cardinals. Over-under of 9.5 runs for this game. We're getting Woodford taking on Castillo in this matchup. And Woodford 2-1, a 4.06 ERA, 1.39 WHIP, 31 innings pitched, 27 strikeouts, 14 walks. On the opposite side, Luis Castillo 3-10, a 4.39 ERA, 1.41 WHIP, 108 2/3 innings pitched, 104 strikeouts, and 48 walks. Looking at this matchup for me, I beat a small little line movement on this one, but even though recently Castillo has been much better, he's given up just 2 earned runs in his last 3 starts, going 7, 5 1/3, and 6. But I'm going the opposite way here. I'm taking another big dog here. Today feels like a day full of dogs. I actually have the St. Louis Cardinals full game money line, and it's a +160 right now. I got it at +165 last night. I had this game priced around -130, -135 for the Reds. So I think +160 is a great price here for the Cardinals. I have 3 big dogs to start the day. That's kind of terrifying. But with that being said, I think that this is a good spot for the Cardinals. They've been playing much better as of late. They've won 6 of their last 10 games. And they're playing someone that, Luis Castillo, who has struggled this season. And I can see the Cardinals putting up some runs against Castillo today. I like the Cardinals here. Full game, +160 on the money line.
This will be the first game of the day that I do not bet, which is kind of weird because I bet the first 4 games.
Yeah,
I bet the first 4. Looking at pitcher profit rankings real quick, I couldn't find anything on Jake Woodford, but Luis Castillo, I know he's been pitching a lot better as of late, but he is still second to last in terms of pitcher profit ranking. He's 4-12. Let's check.
It's not good.
He is 6-14. Sorry. You're down $821. The only pitcher that is worse,
JT
Brubaker. Correct. But for this one, yeah, I'm passing on this game. If anything, last night I would have gone after the under, and that would not have worked. I would most likely be looking at the under again today. That is a 8.5, 9.5. If anything, I would be looking at the under today, but not enough for me to want to go out and bet it. These 2 teams prove that they do have some bats, but I'm just not interested in going after this one today.
All right, then we'll move on to our next matchup here. Texas Rangers and Houston Astros. I believe this is our best bet over on Picks and Parleys. It is our best bet over on Picks and Parleys. If you guys want to check that out, link to that is in the description of the video down below. You can use that code for.
Yeah, that link will be the link.
Yep.
Because right now on Picks and Parleys, all the cappers are. It's like a Christmas and July special, which is $99 for a week. This link will get it for you for $89. So ours is a little bit cheaper because I guess that's how it worked. But yeah, go ahead and grab that instead of somebody else, and we make some money. I mean, the last 2 days have not been good, but we're turning it around today.
Oh yeah, right. We're gonna turn it around here. We're looking at the Tampa Bay Rays and the Cleveland Guardians. It's a -155 for the Rays. It's a +145 for Cleveland. Over under of 10 runs for this game. We're getting Rasmussen taking on Giancarlo Mejia. Where are we looking at for this game?
Well, originally when I was looking at the Rays-Indians game, I was looking towards that Tampa Bay run line. I got it at a +103, and one of my rules that I like to give myself: do not bet a run line that's minus money. I don't like to bet. If I'm going to bet a run line laying runs, I want it to be plus money. I grabbed the Rays today. when they were plus 103 on the run line. They're now minus 103. I stick to my guns. I'm not giving that out as a video play. If you could find that one at plus money again, go ahead and put money on it. But if you want to, go ahead and bet it. But for right now, it's a minus 103, so I am not interested in that. If anything for this game, I do like Tampa. I grabbed them on the run line, but it's not going to be a video pick because there's no longer value to me on that play, at least.
Fair enough. Yeah, looking at this game for me here, looking at the pitchers, Rasmussen 0-0, a 4.97 ERA, a 1.26 WHIP, 12 2/3 innings pitched, 17 strikeouts, and 4 walks. On the other side, Giancarlo Mejia 1-5, 7.53 ERA, 1.44 WHIP, 34 2/3 innings pitched, 35 strikeouts, and 13 walks. Yeah, the only problem is that's not legal in our state.
Yeah, FanDuel is not legal with us.
And I thought AM said he was from Wilmington, or was that someone else? Someone in their chat said they were from Wilmington. But I think that was someone else.
AM, where are you at that FanDuel is legal?
Yeah. But looking at Mejia here, I don't trust him whatsoever. I have Indiana. Okay. I had this game priced as Tampa Bay minus 120, minus 125. Am I touching Giancarlo Mejia though? Absolutely not. I'm staying off this game. It would be a lean towards the over because both these pitchers have not great ERAs. I believe. Yeah, this is either an opener for the Rays or this is a bullpen game for the Rays. Let me check DraftKings to see who
most
they
likely,
have.
Most likely, it's probably just an opener.
Yeah, knowing the Rays, this is probably an opener. Let me find. Let me get this up so I can find you guys who the full game starter will be then.
And by the way, while you're doing that, Mejia is when he pitches. Cleveland Indians are 2-6, minus 370, 670, minus $367.
Okay, and then the long relief guy coming in is Colin Mchugh. He has a 1.73 ERA, 3-1 record, a .91 WHIP. So a good pitcher coming in after Rasmussen. So I'm staying off this game. There's better spots on this card than this. I'm just staying away.
Can dual legal in Indiana? I think sports betting is
FanDuel.
legal. Yeah, FanDuel is legal in Indiana. Indiana is one of the states that has it. Oh, yeah, I gave that one. All right. Okay. Next game.
Yes. We're looking at the Los Angeles Angels and the Minnesota Twins. Minus 125 for the Twins, plus 115 for the Angels. Over-under of 9 runs in this game. We're getting Pablo Sandoval taking on Jose Barrios for this matchup. Where are we looking at for this game?
For me, I passed on this one. If anything, it'd be a lean towards Barrios and the Twins. Barrios 7-4, 3.69 ERA. I still think he's going to be on the trading block for the trade deadline, sure. which we'll be doing a show in about 6 days for the trade deadline. We already had one big move with Nelson Cruz going to Tampa Bay. He hit a home run on his first game, so big impact already. The big thing is I just don't really trust Patrick Sandoval that much. He is 2-4, a 3.86 ERA. So if anything, plus the Twins have won the first 2 games of the series. Have they played 2 games of the series?
I think so.
1 game. Sorry, they won the first. They won the first game of the series. Does that make sense? Oh no. There was 2 games so far. They split the series so far. But if anything, I'm leaning towards the Twins in this one. I favor Barrios more than Sandoval, and this Angels team is just struggling to hit right now. So Twins are nothing for me in this game.
Yeah, looking at it for me here, looking at the pitchers, let me get that up. Pablo Sandoval 2-4, 3.86 ERA, 1.22 WHIP, 63 innings pitched, 68 strikeouts and 25 walks. On the opposite side, Jose Barrios, 7-4 with a 3.69 ERA, 1.08 WHIP, 114 2/3 innings pitched, 122 strikeouts, 32 walks. And I'm going to say this. It's probably the last time we'll see Jose Barrios in a Twins uniform, and I think he's going to go out with a bang. I have the first 5 under 4.5 runs for this one. Both these teams have actually been trending towards the under recently. The Angels have gone under in 4 straight games, so this is a team that their offense has kind of slowed down a little bit here. So I have the first 5 under 4.5 with the Twins and the Angels today.
And what's the line on it?
4.5 minus 105.
I just don't feel like going over my monitor, clicking on the first 5 just to click back. Yeah, I was just appreciate it, dude. Yeah. I talked about this one. Yes, I did. I'm going crazy. It's fine. It's fine. We'll move on to another one.
Yeah, we'll move on here to the Detroit Tigers at the Kansas City Royals here. Let me get the full game lines on because I was looking at first 5s. You can get the Royals here for a minus 128. You can get the Tigers for a plus 118 run back. Over under of 10 runs for this game. We're getting Hernandez taking on Mize. And looking at this game, Casey Mize 5-5, a 3.44 ERA, 1.11 WHIP, 99 1/3 innings pitched, 79 strikeouts, and 27 walks. On the opposite side, Hernandez is 1-1, a 4.91 ERA, 1.60 WHIP, in 25 2/3 innings pitched. He has 36 strikeouts and 17 walks. And for me, looking at this matchup, I think this game is priced wrong. I have this. My bad. I have the for this game. The wrong team is favored once again. The Royals should not be favorites in this game. It should be the Tigers. Casey Mize has been absolutely phenomenal this season, and I'm going with get this one ready. The Detroit Tigers first 5. Minus 105. I got it at even money this morning. I still think there's value on that line. I have the Tigers on a minus 115 for today, so I still see some value on this line. Plus, Casey Mize is absolutely one pitcher for the Tigers I'm always looking to back because he's one of those guys where he's very profitable. So Detroit did not come through for me yesterday. They will come through today. I think that they get the job done here. First 5 innings, minus 105.
Yeah, Casey Mize is number 2 among all pitchers in terms of profit. And the cool thing is we get number 1, number 2, number 4, and number 5 all pitching today. And then number 9 as well, all pitching in one day. So a lot of profitable pitchers today.
Is Gibson number 5?
DeSclafani.
Yes.
No.
Gossman's pitching. Gossman's pitching.
You know what? I saw 9 too. Yeah. Gosman number 9, not number 5, DeSclafani. I'm sorry. DeSclafani pitched what? 2 nights ago.
Yeah.
My bad. I'm going after Detroit. They've won 7 out of the last 8. Yes, they lost last night. But they were coming off a hot streak. Casey Mize is back on the mound, and he's going up against Hernandez. I think I could trust Casey Mize a little bit more than I could trust Hernandez. And I could trust Detroit a little bit more. This team has been, I'll still say they're the hottest team in baseball at the moment. And I'm going after them again. You're getting them I got them at a plus 109, so I didn't get them at a good price. They're plus 118 now. So I'm going after Detroit in this game.
Nice. I don't mind it. All right. Well, man, props, man. All right. Moving on to the next game here. We have probably a marquee matchup, really, in this one. White Sox and the Brewers. It's a minus 124 for the Brewers. It's a plus 114 for the White Sox. Over under of 7 runs for this game. Low total. Makes sense, though. Carlos Rendon, Corbin Burns is your pitching matchup. 2 All-Stars. Rendon, 8-3, a 2.14 ERA, a 0.9 WHIP, 96 2/3 innings pitch, 140 strikeouts, and 26 walks. On the opposite side, Corbin Burns, 5-4, 2.16 ERA, and a 0.9 WHIP. These two have the same WHIP, and Corbin Burns' ERA is just 0.02 higher. 96 innings pitched, 140 strikeouts and 16 walks. So Burns, same amount of strikeouts, 10 less walks than Rendon. This is the ultimate sit back, relax, and enjoy the show game for me here. If you guys love pitching, this is the game you guys need to watch tonight. I'm leaning towards the first 5 under in this one. I just feel like that's a little bit obvious with these two pitchers. I'm staying off this game in general. I think that we're going to see a great pitchers duel tonight. I would lean towards the under, first 5 under, but I'm not getting involved here.
Yeah, if I went first 5 under last night, I would have cashed, but I went full game under and a bull crap home run in the 8th
Grand
inning.
slam.
No, in the 8th inning, the one home run is the one that put it over.
Yeah, but there was a grand slam too.
It was, yeah. But I'm going right back to the under tonight. You get Carlos Rendon and Corbin Burnes, who have been pitching fantastic this year. Their numbers will say it all. Rendon 8-3, 2.14. Burnes 5-4, 2.16. So slightly higher ERA for Corbin Burnes by 0.02. So you can just see that these guys have been very consistent. I still think that Carlos Rendon is the Cy Young for the American League. That's what I think. But I got the under. I think we're getting a very solid pitcher duel today and then two offenses that have been struggling. So I like the under. These two pitchers, fantastic. Bullpens have been pitching really good for these two teams. Besides the one grand slam last night, I still really like the under in this game. And if I had to lean a certain way, I think that these two teams should be pretty close to a pick 'em. So if anything, I'm leaning towards the plus money with the Chicago White Sox. Rendon's a more profitable pitcher this year than Corbin Burnes. Rendon is White Sox are 11-5 when he pitches. You're up almost 3 units. When Corbin Burnes, I gotta find him now because I had him highlighted and then I ran away from it. Is 8-8. The Brewers are 8-8 when he pitches. You're down almost 4. So, if anything, a lean towards the White Sox in this one, but not going to be betting it.
Fair enough. We'll move on to another good pitching matchup. Not quite Rendon and Burnes, but we get the New York Mets hosting the Toronto Blue Jays, who were shut out by Taylor McGill last night. Hyun-Jin Ryu takes on Walker Buehler. The pitching are the odds here. Blue Jays minus 116. The Mets are a plus 106 for this matchup. Over under 8.5 runs for this game. Hyun-Jin Ryu 9-5, a 3.32 ERA, a 1.13 WHIP in 105 2/3 innings pitched, 85 strikeouts and 24 walks. On the opposite side, Tayshaun Walker is 7-3, a 2.99 ERA, 1.12 WHIP in 90 1/3 innings pitched, 89 strikeouts and 34 walks. For me, looking at this game, I'm going first 5 under 4.5 here. Tayshaun Walker, he struggled his last couple starts, but I think I think he gets it back here a little bit. He's pitching at home. He has given up a decent amount of runs his last few starts, but this is a spot where he's at home and it is a tough spot with Toronto. But on the opposite side, I don't mind Hyun-Jin Ryu, and the Mets struggle against left-handed pitchers. So I think that we see a lower scoring game here, similar to what we saw yesterday. Both these teams have been trending more towards the under recently. The Mets have gone under in 3 straight games. So I like the first 5 under 4.5 at minus 105 with the Mets and the Blue Jays here.
I took a little bit of a different approach to this game. I went with the Mets. You're getting plus money for Tayshaun Walker, who's an all-star. Yes, he's been struggling his past couple games, but I still think right now he's got to be that ace in the staff when DeGrom is not around, and I think he's going to be able to do it tonight. I definitely think Tayshaun Walker has the pitching advantage. Mets are home. They're a lot better of a home team than a road team. Pull up those numbers real quick.
29-14 at home.
There you go. Compared to,
22-24 on the road.
I was going to say Toronto is 26-23 on the road, but Mets are one of the best home teams in the league, and I think they get the job done again today. Tayshaun Walker has a solid game. Hyun-Jin Ryu, he had a very rough start to the year. He has been getting a little bit better. His last start, he had like no earned runs in 7 innings or so. And he is starting to get better, but I think the Mets can tag him up a little bit. And I think they get the job done today. If you even want to look at a prop, Pete Alonso to hit a homer. He's hit 4 homers since the All-Star break. I think it's one of those rare occurrences where the home run derby actually fixed his swing. So I like the Mets, and Boston hit a dong. Not Boston hit a dong. Alonso hit a dong. Yep.
All right, then we'll move on to our next game here. We have the Pittsburgh Pirates and the San Francisco Giants, and looking at a couple lines, these lines are trying to make me contradict myself. But we have the San Francisco Giants a minus 235. It's a plus 212 the other, minus 235 plus 212 the other way with the Pittsburgh Pirates. Over under 8 runs for this game. We get Will Crowe versus Kevin Gausman. Where are you looking at for this game?
I passed on this one. I just think the line is way, way too wide. There's nothing here that's worth betting. We got that letdown spot from San Francisco yesterday that would be expected. I think they get right back on their winning ways today. If anything, if you're going to want to look at them, the only spot I could recommend, because I don't like the run line. So let me grab. You can get Giants minus 2.5 runs at plus 130. That's the only line I would want to go after in this game. I think that the Giants get the job done tonight. I think they win by a little bit much. Will you guys stop it? Freaking rats are fighting all over the room. Sorry. But if anything, yeah, I'm thinking that San Francisco dominates this game. Gausman he could be the front runner for Cy Young. With Joe Grom being out a bunch of games, I very well think that his odds are slipping to win Cy Young. Kevin Gausman could easily swoop in there and win. So be careful with that one. But I definitely think the San Francisco Giants take care of business tonight.
Yeah, I'm on a similar page here. This game, I was looking at some lines for this one. They're trying to make me contradict myself here. Looking at the pitchers here, Will Crowe, 1-5, a 6.12 ERA, a 1.62 WHIP, absolutely horrible. 53 strikeouts and 30 walks and 16 1/3 innings pitched. On the opposite side, Gausman, 9-3, a 1.84 ERA, a 0.85 WHIP, 117 2/3 innings pitched, 138 strikeouts and 33 walks. And I have the Giants first 5 minus a half at minus 160. That is my official play for this one. But my sports book is just teasing me right now, though, because they have a Pittsburgh Pirate team total of 2.5, just like dangling in front of my face, because they know how much I love the 2.5s. But I already bet the San Francisco Giants here on the first 5 minus a half.
First 5 minus a half. Sorry,
first 5 minus a half. I'm going to stay away from that team total over 2.5. If I didn't have a bet on this game already, I probably would have taken it. But seeing that I already have the Giants first 5, I'm going to stay away from the team total.
Maybe. Well, it really depends on if DeGrom comes back and how strong he finishes the year.
Yeah.
Is there? All right. There's no MLB player futures.
Not the moment.
So I can't really give out what the odds are for that stuff. But we'll move on.
Yeah, we will move on to the next game here. It is the LA Dodgers and the Colorado Rockies. It is Tony Gonsolin taking on Kyle Freeland. Minus 202 for the Dodgers, plus 185 for the Rockies. Over under 8.5 runs for this game. And looking at this matchup here, Kyle Freeland. I have to get the pitching matchup up on my phone here. Kyle Freeland, the stats. I mean, Freeland 1-4, a 5.36 ERA, 1.58 WHIP, 48 2/3 innings pitched, 36 strikeouts, 18 walks. On the opposite side, Tony Gonsolin 1-1, a 2.83 ERA, a 1.47 WHIP, 28 and 2/3 innings pitched, 34 strikeouts, and 19 walks. And to be completely honest, I think Tony Gonsolin's probably the most slept-on Dodgers pitcher. He's one of those he's that guy that's just going under the radar. He's pitching really, really well this season. The only problem is he's coming off of an injury and he doesn't pitch that far to games. That being said, I do like the Dodgers in this spot. They had their little letdown last night, similar to the San Francisco Giants. So I'm going to that same play here that I did with the Giants. I'm going Dodgers first 5, -0.5 a run. You can get it for -130. You're paying a little bit of juice, but I think that the Dodgers lead after 5 innings with this one. Kyle Freeland's an absolute bum. He's not looked good at all this season. His away ERA is a 6.26. So this is just not a spot where you're looking to get to him. Looking at his splits, I think he's got better splits at home than he does on the road. Kyle Freeland, he's bad. He's better at home. On the road, 0-2, a 2.62 ERA. He's given up a 3.08 opponent batting average. So he's giving up hits. He's giving up a lot of stuff like that. So I'm going Dodgers first 5, -0.5 a run for this game at -130. That's the spot for this one.
I'm trying to look up something because the chat's talking about the DeGrom and everything. I was trying to look up ERAs to try to get an idea of DeGrom versus Garrett Cole. DeGrom's no longer on these boards.
No, he doesn't have enough innings pitched.
Exactly. So right now, according to MLB and everything, the pitcher with the best ERA is Kevin Gausman. But Garrett Cole, he says if DeGrom is in the mix, Cole is definitely in mix. Why dominate in their team? No. This is 2 totally different deals with it because DeGrom is a far better pitcher than Cole. The problem with DeGrom is he's having a couple injuries. So not interested. Cole, I wouldn't be interested in going after. DeGrom, if he gets back and he starts pitching more, then yes. I think he's in the mix. Cole is probably not in the mix. Or it should not be in the mix. I think Rondon's been better than him. Lynn's been better than him. At least those 2 guys. And for a while, I figured Kyle Gibson would be in there too. So, but Gibson's had a couple bad games. For this one, I'm passing. Or for this game, I'm passing. I normally don't bet Dodger games. Big reason why is their lines are always way too freaking wide. I will say some money has come in on Colorado since I typed up these lines because when I typed it up as a 235, it's back to a 200 now. So definite money coming in on Colorado.
That's just betting the 200 dog though. So
yeah.
Baltimore's been bet down from 200 as well, so they're not the only one.
No, yeah, I know. I'm not interested in this game. I'm passing on this game. It's not a spot I want to get to.
Fair enough.
I will have a play on this last game.
All right, then let's move to this last game here. We have the Oakland Athletics at the Seattle Mariners. Chris Bassett takes on Logan Gilbert for this one. You can get the Athletics for a -118. It's a +108 the opposite way with these Seattle Mariners. And looking at the pitchers here, Bassett 10-3, a 3.31 ERA, 1.04 WHIP, 125 strikeout, 125 innings pitched, 126 strikeouts, and 29 walks. And on the other side, Logan Gilbert 4-2, a 3.50 ERA, a 0.98 WHIP, 54 innings pitched, 62 strikeouts, and 12 walks. And for me, looking at this game, it's a pretty simple handicap for me here. Oakland's gone under in 8 of their last 10 games, 6 in a row. The Mariners have gone under in 6 of their last 10 games, 4 in a row. These are 2 teams that haven't been hitting well. This is a Mariners team that relies a lot on the long ball, which I think in their longevity won't help, but it also helps them play more towards the unders. Both these teams are more under-driven teams than over-driven teams. We get 2 really good pitchers with Gilbert and Bassett today. First 5, under 4 runs, at minus 120 is that line for that one. That is where I'm going with this game. I see value on that spot. I think that at 7.5, that could be borderline 3.5. So I like that this spot should be first 5 under 4 runs in the Athletics game.
All right. I got to type up first 5 under
4 at minus 120.
Okay. First 5 under 4 at minus 120. And for this one, I'm going to agree with you, but I'm going full game. I just went full game under. These two teams are very underdriven. Really solid pitching. You get a all-star in Chris Bassett, 10-3, 3.31 ERA, going up against Gilbert, who would have guessed in the middle of July the most profitable pitcher in baseball is Logan Gilbert. Yeah, and you're up what? Almost 11 units with him pitching? I want to say.
I want to see something like that.
You're up 10.5 units. Betting Logan Gilbert every single game this year that he's pitched. And I'm just going to favor the pitching in this one. I'm going under. I think 7.5. I think that's an okay line. I'm going under in this game.
Sounds good. All right. That's about all we got for baseball today.
Oh yeah. But we'll do a quick recap in just a second. But before we do that, if you guys are new to the channel, like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. Once again, I'm going to keep saying it every single day because it keeps working. We keep getting closer and closer. Trying to reach 1,000 subscribers by week 1 of the NFL season. We are 880. We're moving up. We're getting about 6 or 7 a day. So if we can keep going, I think we'll be on pace. Share it out. Only 120 to 1,000 subscribers. So we appreciate all the support. Also, check out the description. In there is our Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, picks and parlays, our premium plays, all that. Just check out the description below. A bunch of goodies down there. And then, of course, check out the picks and parlays family. Craig at 10, us at 11, Higgs at 12, Allie at 1:30. Normally game time decision at 6, not on the weekends. And then there's normally something at night. I don't think there's anything tonight, but normally there's either Total Chaos or Late Night Money, or me and Nick would have a Counter-Strike show. That's not until mid next month. But yeah, just go ahead, follow all the Picks and Parlays family, either here at Earle Sports Bets, on the Picks and Parlays site, or on the Winning Free Page YouTube channel with Sean Higgs.
Sounds good.
Excited for some UFC later.
Me too. I can give out a few extra plays. I'll give out my UFC stuff as well during the recap here. As well.
Sounds good. We'll go ahead and go over the recap. I like the under in the early game between the Cubbies and the Diamondbacks. I like the under in the Yankee game. I like Atlanta. I like the over in the Washington game. I like Detroit. I like the under in the White Sox game. I like the Mets. And I like the under in the Oakland-Seattle game. Sorry.
Yeah, and for me, I'm looking at the Cardinals. I got them at plus 165. They're at plus 160 now. I'm looking at the Yankees first 5, Orioles and Tigers first 5. I got the Angels Twins first 5 under. I got the Giants first 5 minus a half at minus 160. The Dodgers first 5 minus a half at minus 135. I got the Mariners and the Athletics first 5 under, and the Mets and Blue Jays first 5 under. As for UFC, I have Ian Heinisch, and then Ian Heinisch by decision. I have Costa and Giannis under 1.5 rounds. I got Miranda Maverick in her fight. I got Darren Elkins. I also got half a unit on Elkins inside the distance and a quarter unit on Elkins third round. I'm also on TJ Dillashaw as well as TJ Dillashaw. I want to say inside the distance as
by knockout. You said
by knockout. That was plus 315. I also got a 3-leg parlay part of tonight as well. I also have the under 2.5 rounds and Mickey Gall and Jordan Williams. I might look to sprinkle a little bit of round 3 for Mickey Gall. I'm leaning towards Mickey Gall in that fight. Jordan Williams did not look good on the scales yesterday. That weight cut must have definitely sucked him out a little bit. And it's going to be tough to see if he can really put the weight back on and get back up into the shape he needs to be in. Being a diabetic, that can be very difficult for him. So I'm looking a little bit more towards Mickey Gall in this fight. Maybe Mickey Gall inside the distance at plus 285. But my 3-leg parlay will be the over 2.5 rounds between Diana Belbita and Hannah Goldie. I'm on Sahara Eubanks at minus 450. And the what was the last one? And the last one was Kyler Phillips at minus 280. For my 3-leg parlay, it's Phillips over in the Goldie fight and Eubanks. Is that one of the two? Williams and Eubanks were the two I was really looking for the weigh-ins. Eubanks looked good. She made weight. She looks fine. And Jordan Williams, he looked a little sucked out. So that one was a little bit of a red flag. If he looked good and all that, I probably would be on Williams today. But now I'm tempting myself with a Mickey Gall bet, maybe a Mickey Gall late round bet. But I have the under 2.5, so I think I'm fine on that one. So that is what I'm on for today. I'll also tweet out at Nicholas_Earle my full UFC card for today if you guys want to see that. Or it'll probably be on my bet stamp as well at Earle Sports Bets on BetStamp app. It's a app that you can track your bets for you guys. That if you guys want to know how you've been doing in your bets, you can track your bets over at BetStamp. Not sponsored, would like to be sponsored, but not sponsored for that one.
sounds good. We'll go ahead. Yeah, nice thing. No problem, dude. We'll go ahead and wrap it up for the stream for today. Nick, finish it out.
Yeah, that's going to just about wrap it up for this one. Well, thank you guys as always for watching. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and turn on those post notifications so you guys are notified each and every time we are live, which is every single morning, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Earle Sports Bets channel. My name is Nicholas Earle. I'm joined here by my brother Tim. This has been another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. We want to thank you guys as always, and good luck today.
See you guys.